Tonight's business news, the Budget and Appropriation Committee has called out the National Treasury for failing to comply with Basic Public Finance Management Act in tabling the 2020-2021 financial year budget before the National Assembly.
Actually, the pronouncement.
In a report tabled before the National Assembly, the Kimani Ichungwa-led committee took issue with Treasury CS Ukur Yatani for what they termed as failure to adhere to the guidelines in preparing the 2020-2021 financial year budget.
They remain optimistic that they will be able to meet the targets that they have put. They have spoken to us of the measures they are taking in terms of administrative reviews and other process reviews within KRA to ensure that they are able to collect adequate revenues. And the best we can do for us is to support them and also keep them on their toes to make sure that we provide meaningful oversight as Parliament to make sure that they meet the targets that they have set out.
Among the issues the BAT called out the National Treasury was the failure to include tax policy, inconsistency in the approved development and personal spending for the national government as contained in the 2019 budget policy statement. Yatani is also accused of not listing pending bills as required by law in the BPS, as well as providing public-private partnership projects funding in dollars as opposed to Kenya shillings as provided by law. The committee further stated the lack of revenue policy information fails to detail if revenue collections are realistic and whether forecasted borrowings will be enough to address the fiscal deficit. In the budget policy statement, domestic borrowings has gone up to 72% from 62% last year, with commercial borrowings increasing from 213.1 billion shillings to 274.4 billion shillings from the last financial year. But in a bid to respond to emerging medical issues globally, Parliament has allocated 3 billion shillings to respond to the coronavirus outbreak. In its final allocations after weeks-long departmental committee hearings, BAC allocated the national government 1.778 trillion shillings. Parliament will receive 54.2 billion shillings, Judiciary allocated 37.41 billion shillings, Consolidated for Services 574.65 billion shillings, and counties 316 billion shillings, bringing the total 2020-2021 financial year budget to 2.76 trillion shillings. Faisal Ahmed, Citizen TV, Nairobi.